All right. Welcome back. Hey, Chris. That might have been me. Maybe I was getting too ambitious and pulling up too much stuff on the screen. But all right, we are repopulating. I appreciate your patience, you guys. Thank you. But while we're here, okay, so what's going on? I'm going to talk a little bit about the music theory. You can see on the Hey Rock Lobster, you can see on the screen, whether it's behind me or on the screen in front of you, you can see the physical stuff, right? And you can practice that all day long, get great at it. By the way, I definitely recommend starting with your index and then moving your whole hand up and using your index again on the 5 to set you up for the 5, 6, 7. So very briefly, you're in third position, meaning your index is at the 3. And then right away, you end up in 5th position. Okay, just how I chose to present it. It's a very common way of how to play a major blues scale. Okay, so what I have on the looper there is a C7 chord. Remember C with a pinky, 3rd string, 3rd fret. By definition, if you want a bluesy chord, play the 7th chord version of it. Instead of playing regular C, play C7. Instead of regular D, play D7, right? That built-in bluesy harmony. So to illustrate the C major blues scale, it made sense to have a C7 chord in the background, and that's what you heard on the looper right there. And then I was just improvising with a C major blues scale. Now, the effect is a bluesy effect, but it has kind of a happiness to it, a majory sound. Where does that come from? That 3, the note E. It's all thanks to the note E. I'm going to get my cursor going here. Okay, that E right there, that's where the flavor comes from. Now, we're in the key of C, C major blues scale. Not a shock that one of the notes is C, right? The word major, anything that has the word major in it, it has the 3rd degree of the major scale. The 3rd degree of a C major scale is a note E. So that one, you can see that coming a mile away. If the scale has the word major in it, it's got to have an E. If it's a C major anything, it's got to have that E. The fact that it also has that E flat, that's a nice bluesy sound, the sound of the flatted 3rd. So this scale has both the flatted 3rd and the regular 3rd. Very cool, you know. The 5, that G, the 5 is a nice sound. It's a strong kind of sound. It's not particularly bluesy. It is what it is. It's just a nice, solid sound. But the D and the A, the 2nd degree of a C scale and the 6th degree of a C scale, those add a nice majory kind of vibe because we're playing almost the entire C major scale, right? It's almost a do, re, mi kind of scale, except for that E flat. And notably, we're missing 2 of the notes, the 4th note of a C scale, which would be the note F, and the 7th note of a C major scale, which would be a B. So no F, no B. What's left, though, is, you ready for this? It's a C major pentatonic with the E flat thrown in. Now, some of you, I lost you. I know, I get it. Some of you are like, whatever, dude, whatever. But some of you are like, wait a minute, a major pentatonic. You've done pentatonic scales before. Yeah. So imagine a major pentatonic with 1 note. And that note is the 6 on the A string. It's the note E flat. And that note, ooh, what a juicy note. I'm gonna play for a minute, but I'm going to throw in that 6 quite a bit so you can see the effect that that 6 has on this whole production here. Now, when I say 6, I mean the 6th fret, right? It's the E flat, which is the flatted 3rd note of a C major scale. Here's the regular 3rd. A happier sound, the major 3rd, the E. Here comes the flat 3rd. Okay, a little subtle, but you can hear that difference, right? It's not very subtle at all as you begin to tune into it. Ooh, that E flat. it is right there. Now, if I played the same scale, if I improvised, had fun with it, using the other 5 notes, but not that E flat, the end result is a C major pentatonic, 5 tones, pentatonic, right? Doesn't sound bluesy at all, right? So that one addition, that one note, is how this scale gets the label blues, okay? So the major blues scale, now you got a new toy to play with, right? The way I'm presenting it here, as long as you find your root note with your index finger on the 5th string, now you have a pattern to work with, okay? So what you want to do is you want to memorize that pattern right there, that box. You want to memorize what that looks like visually, okay? If you want an E major blues scale, point a finger, it's on C right now, 7 on the A string, that's the note E. Come on, volume. I've memorized this pattern, that box right there, I've memorized that, and now I'm applying the same fingering. I just happen to be starting on 7 on the A string because hypothetically, we're in the key of E. You know, that's what I want. Right? What if the song changes chords? What if it goes from an E, the next chord is a B7. It goes from an E7 to a B7. 5th string, 2nd fret, there's my B major blues scale. So in my mind, this hypothetical song alternating between E7 and B7, and my index finger can follow right along there, you know. How fun, right? How fun. Okay. Joseph, Rock Lobster, Chris, thank you for being here. I know it's about time for us to wrap up, but I want to just finish up with this major blues thing. Okay, my friends. So have fun with that major blues. If you don't have a looper, they're so fun. This Ditto Looper that I have in the description of both of tonight's live stream videos, I will put there's a mention of it, of how you can get it. I like it a lot. The only thing I don't like about it, and it's not a huge deal, but it doesn't run on a 9-volt battery. So you have to buy a power supply to power it. And therefore, you have to have an outlet that's ready to, you know, it's available. If you don't have a power strip, you have to make sure you have an outlet that's there to plug in this looper. I wish it did, you know, have the option of running on a 9-volt battery, but it keeps the size small. Presumably, it keeps the price down, I guess. So it's fine. It's fine. It does the job for a pretty inexpensive looping device. So I recommend that Ditto Looper. But there's lots of looping devices out there. But anyways, it'll be in the description of this video and of the earlier video tonight. Okay, my friends. So in parting here, I think I covered just about everything that I wanted to share with you. I'm going to plug this book one more time. Get it while it's hot. Very cool book. My new book called the SongBike Chord-Melody Songbook Vol.1 by me, Jonathan Kiyu. 30 songs arranged for solo guitar. It's nice, easy to read tab. Everything from Cat Stevens to Christmas songs, Louis Armstrong, Carole King, the Beatles, Bob Dylan, Neil Young, Tom Waits. 30 very cool tunes. If you have any questions about what you're going to sound like when you practice from this book, here on my YouTube channel is my most recent video, is a video of me playing through all 30 songs, and it came out pretty nice. I'm not going to be falsely modest. I know because a lot of work went into it. I made a bunch of mistakes that you aren't going to hear, and what you are going to hear is the end result. But I'm really happy with how the video came out. It's very, this came out like how I want it. So it was worth the effort, even though some of the songs made me pull my hair out, which is ironic because literally this is my arrangements of these tunes. But you know, when you go to make a video and if there's like a little string buzz or some note just is a little bit not perfect, then go start back at zero again. You can't have it. But I chose to do all of it live as opposed to you play half the tune and then you edit in the other half of the tune. Like, no. You know, if you're the guy who wrote the book, you should be able to play the whole song through, right? I mean, with no mistakes, right? So I recommend this highly. It was so fun. It's kind of easy stuff, but it sounds so good. When I say easy, it's because it's like, you know, chords like C and E minor show up a lot, you know, not as many F chords as some of you might be afraid of. A, D, you know, G, B minor. But very cool arrangements where you play the tune, you can hear the melody, but you're also strumming the chords. So you're creating a complete musical statement. And I think you would really like this book. Song-bike.com. Head over there, www.song-bike.com, and get yourself a copy. Ooh, while you're there, get something for free. By the way, I have a mailing list, right? I email people all sorts of stuff. Nice, relevant, respectful stuff. Not a whole lot of spam kind of stuff. If you want to be on my mailing list, if you're not already, just get yourself a free copy of the book, because you provide your email address. The book, you know, gets delivered to your inbox right away. Remember, this is an e-book. This blues one is an e-book. But then you're on my mailing list. So when I send out emails to people about all sorts of relevant stuff, you get an email. So if you want to be on my email list, the quickest way is just to get yourself this book, which is also at www.song-bike.com. Yeah, Johnny Mobash, I'm sorry. These are all PDFs because the shipping is just too much, plus the printing and everything. But the good news is you get it instantly as soon as you, in this case, as soon as you just put your email address in. In this case, yes, you have to buy the book, but you get it instantly. And then you can choose to print out certain songs or not. Also, obviously, once it's on your computer screen, you can make it big. And I'm super nearsighted, so I'm definitely sensitive to you know, how some stuff is just too small, you know, and it just would help me so much to be able to make it bigger, right? So that's the advantage of getting this stuff as a PDF. So yeah, all right, you guys, thank you for coming back. I see we got 16 of you. So thank you for coming back to watch this last little bit with a major blues scale. Chris says the blues guide is good. Been working on it lately. Excellent. Hey, Cement Banana, how are you, sir? So thanks for being here, you guys. My weekend begins now. Time for me to say good night. But I hope you have a great week. Hope you have a great Sunday tomorrow. And I hope you have a chance to play your guitar. I'll see you guys next Saturday. Same bat channel, same bat everything. And yeah, we'll do it all again with some new twists and turns, but all good stuff. All right, you guys, thanks again for watching. I'm going to stop sharing here. Boom, there we go. All right, have a great week, everybody. I will see you next Saturday.